Okay. This is kind of crazy, right? For the past couple of days, I've been seeing some promotion for a battle between New Jersey Twerk and Jazz the Rapper. But in this promotion that's going on currently, we see that the promotion has absolutely nothing to do with the URL. No URL watermark, no URL TV presents, no URL involvement in this promotion at all. I'm starting to think that there's some things going on behind the scenes. Maybe Caffeine is deciding to take a step into the battle rap ring without the URL. Let's talk about it. Oh my goodness, I could not wait to get home today and talk about this topic. I cut on my YouTube and I see that 2 hours ago while I was at work, my man Norbito made a whole live about this topic, bruh. Which is, it doesn't surprise me because I feel like there's some people that see some of the similar things, the same things that I see when we look at some things. For example, Chris Unbiased, bro. Some breaking news will come out about something specific. And I'll be like, yo, I'm about to get home, make a blog on this. Nobody's talking. Bro, I get home, cut on YouTube. Chris already made 2 blogs regarding the exact topic that I wanted to touch on. So there's only a couple of people, bro, that see things kind of like similar to the way I see things. And when I was watching this promotion for not for URL, actually, whoops, let me correct that. When I was watching this promotion being put out there for a battle, an upcoming card called Rome. An upcoming card called Rome. I'm watching this promotion and I'm waiting for URL TV presents. I'm waiting for URL watermark. I'm waiting for Smack to pop out. I'm waiting for all of this because, hey, we talking about New Jersey Twerk and Jazz the Rapper. We talking about two very important people in battle rap, right? Guess what? Not a single sign, nothing that says that the URL has any involvement in this situation whatsoever, bruh. None. Not even one thing. So now we get to thinking, you know what I was thinking? I was like, yo, this is kind of crazy. This is kind of crazy. Because this could mean a lot of things. The first thing that I think when I see that is Caffeine is figuring it out, huh? Caffeine looks to be trying to cut out the middleman, bruh. Caffeine is realizing, bruh, that they could book these battles, bruh. That they could book battle rappers, bruh. Caffeine is realizing and understanding how this game goes, bro. They've been rocking with URL for what, nearly 4 years now? Now, initially, if Caffeine tried to come into battle rap, right, and create a battle rap platform and battle rap league to where they were not going to be successful because they have absolutely no knowledge, no history, no roster, no nothing, no direction. They know absolutely nothing about battle rap, bruh. But we are now 4 years in. We are now 4 years in to the relationship between Caffeine and URL. And we have an upcoming card called Rome that Caffeine is doing. And it looks to be doing it without the URL. Without the URL. I think some people need to understand what this really might mean. What this really might mean, bruh. Caffeine is, again, when I look at this situation, what I think is Caffeine is trying to cut out the middleman. Caffeine now, after 4 years, I feel like has enough knowledge. They have enough leverage. They have enough power. They have enough to be able to do these things without the blessing of the URL, without dealing with or teaming up or partnering with URL to do it. Because then what? You got to pay the league. Then the league has to book the battles and pay the battlers. So the league gets to cut out and pay whatever they deem is right, but then pocket whatever else they get from Caffeine or whatever the hell is going on there. In this type of situation, Caffeine doesn't have to necessarily go through Smack, Beasley, or any of these people. Caffeine, this is crazy too, right? Because, okay, let's say Caffeine does decide to book some of these some major battles, right? I would say Jazz and Twerk is a pretty big battle. That's not just any regular small battle. That's a pretty big battle. If Caffeine decides to try and start booking cards, bro, and booking big battlers, URL, bro, it's been going pretty bad for URL this year because of all the controversy, all the drama, all the politics, and all that stuff going on. But this is going to be very bad for URL. If the Caffeine decides to step on the URL's toes and start to do these things, start to create cards and hold cards with these big names on them without the URL's blessing or permission. You know why it's bad for URL? Because the URL can't do anything about it. If Caffeine is over URL and URL is under Caffeine and battlers are under URL, what the hell is URL gonna do to stop Caffeine if Caffeine is their boss? If Caffeine is their partner? If Caffeine is the platform that they're using to do business and make money from, what is the URL gonna do about Caffeine throwing these events? About Caffeine throwing these battles? They can't do nothing to Caffeine, bruh. They cannot touch Caffeine. They could easily sit there and cut URL off. They could easily sit there and initiate some kind of lawsuit or something like that. This is a pretty bad place, I feel like, for URL. If the URL has nothing to do with this, again, if they have absolutely nothing to do with this, this is bad news for URL, bro. Because not only is ARP coming in, throwing these mega cards, not only is Remy Ma coming in, throwing these mega cards, bro, and giving us the YouTube drops, but now we got Caffeine also stepping into the picture themselves. Caffeine themselves, no longer in the background behind URL, no, none of that. Caffeine themselves is coming now into the picture, bro, with 4 years of battle rap knowledge. That is not good for URL. One more interesting thing, bro, right? The name of the card. The name of the card. Rome. The name of that card is very interesting to me, and here's why it's interesting to me. And some of y'all might understand what I'm saying when I say this. What happened to the Roman Empire? What happened to it? It fell. The Roman Empire fell. So I think it's very interesting. And y'all got to understand that a lot of these cards and their names are double entendres. A lot of these cards and their names are doubles, are double entendres. I do what I want, Remy Ma, booking Geechee and Easy the Block Captain because of who they are and blah, blah. ARP, divide and conquer. These cards oftentimes are messages, bro, and double entendres to other people, to other leagues, to other powerful owners of leagues, bro. And what happened to the Roman Empire, bro? It fell. What if Caffeine is naming URL Rome? What if Caffeine is looking at URL like Rome? And the URL is going to fall. That's just another interesting, and I know that's not necessarily exactly what it is or what it might mean, but I just think it's very interesting. I'm always looking for things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like things that might mean something else, or what this could possibly mean, or what this analogy might be, or what this metaphor or simile might. And that's often the case when it comes to these types of situations, bro. The name of the card is Rome, and Rome fell. This has not been a good year for the URL. So Caffeine stepping into the picture like this, bro, and again, in this promotion, there is absolutely zero signs that the URL is at all involved with the situation. And if Caffeine plans on doing this, going forward, doing cards, having these big names on cards without the URL's involvement, bro, that is bad news for URL. Because the URL is not going to be able to block these battles. Because if they do, then they're going to block themselves from being on a Caffeine platform. The URL is not going to be able to do anything about the situation, especially if certain things are written in contracts and agreements between URL and Caffeine. Especially, these contracts could very well outline that Caffeine can and will use their talent for whatever purposes they may deem necessary. It could very well say something like that somewhere in there. So this whole Caffeine throwing a card called Rome situation, bro, between Jazz and Twerk being the main event, very interesting, bro. I would not be surprised if Smack is still hosting, because what is the battle going to look like without Smack hosting it, seeing as how Twerk and Jazz are supposed to be URL battlers? I don't see any Caffeine employee hosting the event, so I'm sure Smack is still going to host it. But I don't think that that will necessarily mean that this is being done with the blessing of URL or Smack. I don't think that means that at all. I think Caffeine is realizing and understanding that they could potentially also step into the battle rap ring, bro. They can also monetize and capitalize off of battle rap and cut out the middleman at the same time. That's what that could mean. That's what that could very well mean. And that's what could very well be the next steps for Caffeine. That could very well be a step in the future for Caffeine, bro. Trying to start their own league and doing their own battle rap things without the URL. Because if you really think about it, they have to, the money trickles down. So you got to pay URL, then the money trickles down from there, down to the battle rapper and, you know, cover venues and all this stuff. Without the URL there, bro, it's just Caffeine to battler. A lot of money can be saved in that situation for Caffeine. A lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of interesting things going on right now, man, when it comes to this battle rap thing. So let me know what y'all think of this, man. You already know what it is. It's your boy Joe coming at you live and direct from the battle